Deep in a cave that stores and ages wine is a forgotten past known to those who come to Buena Vista Winery in Sonoma County.
The late 1850s to the 1870s, they primarily were Chinese laborers.
The hands of low-wage laborers from China helped build the Sonoma wine industry while it was still in its infancy. These images of Chinese workers on the walls of Buena Vista Winery are reminders of their significance.
They did all of the working of the fields, the plowing, the actual digging, planting, and then the management of the vineyards. They definitely worked at the other properties, but Buena Vista was known to have the largest Chinese labor camp north of San Francisco.
The Chinese workers dug these caves more than 150 years ago. What remains are these pick marks. The rocks from these caves were used as building blocks for the winemaking facilities at the time. This is one of two buildings of the original that remains today.
A couple of my friends, they showed me the so-called Chinese rock fence. People, the local people still remember, and the Chinese laborers did something for them.
Their stories passed down by word of mouth among the locals. Historians knew about them, but what happened to them is uncertain.
We don't understand where they went once they left the city of Sonoma. We don't know a whole lot of names.
Chinese immigrants at the time experienced violent anti-Chinese sentiment, boycotts, and in 1882, the Chinese Exclusion Act, a law that restricted immigration into the United States.
They work here, they live here. Most of them, they die here. They don't have them a place. They didn't have them a place to be buried.
This was sort of a forgotten history of Sonoma, and then there was, we had a sort of a shameful history regarding the Asian Exclusion Act, and people wanted to make things right.
To honor these nameless laborers, the SONOMA-PENGLAI China Sister City Committee is raising money to build this Chinese pavilion in the city of Sonoma. Ding says this would also be a piece of history for the new Chinese who are here.
We can see a lot of investors from China. They purchase the wineries, they purchase the properties. That is the reason why we want to build up this kind of physical structure, just to remind the people, remind us of the history, and let us know who we are, where we came from.
So the efforts of those who helped build the wine industry here will not be forgotten. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News, Sonoma, California.